Now at 4, your community focus. We're talking COVID-19 today with Dr. Jim McDonald from the Rhode Island Department of Health.
He joins us every week right here on 12 News Now at 4. Dr. M, thanks so much for being with us today.
Well, good afternoon and a happy Thursday to you. Great to be here again.
The same to you. We obviously had the health department briefing just a short time ago this afternoon. The question we get every day right now is, how do I get a vaccine? Can you bring us the latest of where that stands today?
Yeah, so help is on the way. So I think next week you're going to see pharmacies coming into play, which we're excited that that's happening because as far as we know, the allocation is going to be above what we've been having now. So we're excited about that. Not in the beginning so much, but soon we're going to have more vaccine coming to the state. So CVS and Walgreens, we're going to have like 16 pharmacies coming online in the next week or so. So I think that's pretty good news. We're going to see more municipal sites having more vaccine for people. Right now, we're still looking at that 75 and older group, though. And the reason we're focused on folks 75 and older right now is because they're the ones at much higher risk of dying from the disease. You know, keep in mind, when we look at our case fatality rate over the duration of the Rhode Island pandemic, 13% of folks who are 75 and older have passed away from this. So that's a target audience who really need to get vaccinated as soon as possible. So that's our high priority right this minute.
Dr. M, as more folks start to get vaccinated, a viewer reached out to me with this question. If someone or their household has been fully vaccinated, can they then go and hang out with someone else or another household that has also been fully vaccinated?
Yeah, fair question. At the moment, I'm going to sound like a party pooper and say I'd prefer you not. And the reason we're saying people to still not do that just yet is the science hasn't caught up with what we want to do just yet. In other words, one of the things we haven't proven yet with the science is, does the vaccine protect us from spreading disease one person to the other? So it's still not advised just yet, but I'm hoping in the next month or two, we'll be able to see that. And I think, you know, right now, as much as we want to rush to do things, and Lord knows I do too, I think it's best to just put perspective on where we are. Things are heading in the right direction. It's kind of like halftime during the Super Bowl, folks. We got to look at what do we do to plan for the second half. And I think right now it's like, let's keep playing our game. We have an opposition enemy there that's quite strong, so we have to stay our game and make sure we do the best we can to win this game because we're fighting against the virus.
Along those lines, Dr. M, you know, we're hearing from folks who have older parents relieved that their parents are getting the vaccine right now, but that should really not change their interaction, right? Just because their parent has it doesn't mean, okay, I can go over there more, I can see them more.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, getting a vaccine doesn't give you the freedom to roam about the country just yet, which I think we want that, don't we? We really have to keep staying the way we are because until we get a large amount of the population vaccinated, it's still life pretty much the same. And I know that's hard to hear. I promise you, it's really hard to say. But right now we have to focus on, we still have to get everybody protected right now. We have a way too many people yet we have to vaccinate. So we're still not anywhere close to herd immunity yet.
Dr. M, I have another viewer question for you. We've been seeing some reports of something called COVID arm. It looks almost like a rash that occurs in some people as a side effect, mostly associated with the Moderna vaccine. I'm wondering, have we seen any of this here in Rhode Island, and should folks be worried?
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of it in Rhode Island. It's not a common side effect, but it is something that's an immune response. So I definitely wouldn't worry about it. You know, it's one of those things where it's kind of like a little signal that your immune system is working. But some people are getting a large itchy rash where they got their injection, and it can occur days later. If it itches, people take an antihistamine like Claritin, or, you know, and if it hurts, you take some Tylenol. It really is nothing to be worried about. But this is, again, a new vaccine. These are great questions. These type of things I want people to ask us. You really should still get the second vaccine, and you don't need to switch to the Pfizer vaccine either. So this is the type of thing, if it happens, it's just happened to you. And it's not even that common right now. So we're not seeing a whole lot of it in Rhode Island yet, but we're keeping our eye open on it.
And Dr. M, you mentioned taking Tylenol if you have some pain at the injection site, but I've heard that taking painkillers before the shot could impact its efficacy. Is that true?
Yeah, so it's not recommended to take pain medicine before. You know, when the clinical trials were done, the Moderna vaccine in particular did not include that. So the thought is, your body needs to have that immune response to send those signals. So don't think you should be taking medicine before you get the injection for a couple reasons. One, it's not necessary. And two, we just don't know if it's going to diminish that response. So I would just go ahead, take the shot like a person who wants it and just live with the side effects and see what happens. And if it bothers you, take some Tylenol or Motrin at that point.
All right, Dr. Jim McDonald from the Rhode Island Department of Health. You join us every week, and we are grateful, as always, for you being here today.
Thank you, and you guys have a great day.
You too.